what a game. No, not even what a game. It was it was sort of whatever, whatever. But anyways, end of the game, post game match reaction. I already had the whole reaction from the first game, and then the penalties. So be sure to watch that. But this is the post game, right? And bruh, like from a neutral perspective, right? Like, yes, it was a boring watch. I ain't gonna lie. After 1-1, 90 minutes, and the penalties on 4-3, the for 90 minutes, or like the first half, basically, and then, oh, excuse me, that's for my voice, because, well, it's like, but anyways, from apart from that, from a neutral perspective, after Arsenal's goal, yeah, it got a little bit boring. Yeah, it's like, why is Arsenal defending the miss? And surprisingly for me, like I don't, it doesn't surprise me. Like I get the fan base, like the neutrals fan perspective. Like, I get their reaction. I get it's like, bro, this is boring to watch. Like, why are you doing it? And then probably the hate for Arsenal, like also is like something in there. But if we look at it from like I was saying on the stream, if this is, or I was saying from the live reaction, if this is your team, you're not saying this, bro. If this is your team, you don't care. You're like, oh, what it is? You don't care. It doesn't matter because you're like, we won. So it is what it is. But maybe because it's Arsenal and it's not your team, that you're like, oh, like why are they playing this way? This is not for the eye, and I get it. But like as you're watching it, I don't like to watch them play either. But if this is your team, you know damn well you don't care, bro, and you're just trying to win. And that's how they played, right? I wasn't surprised of how they came out. I'm surprised they got the early goal. Was it Kai Havertz at the 6 minute, 7 minute? It ricocheted off like Marquinhos or whatever, and he got the goal. It surprised me how quick Arsenal got the goal. And when they got that goal, they said, "All right, let's go defend. Let's go do what we're gonna do." And that's what they did. And they defended the whole 45 minutes. They turned the game so stagnant at 4-2-4. And then I didn't see a lot of post game for this. But I'm gonna give him some credit. Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka was hustling out on that field, bro. He was defending for his life. He was helping out. He was helping double team Kvaratskhelia. Let me like actually get how many stats he had. He had like a few recoveries. And I just want to shout him out because not a lot of people were giving him a shout out. Like attacking wise, he wasn't great. And then he had that penalty handball thing that I think it was in his own teammate. I think it was the opposition. So that could have been a penalty for sure. I would have called it a penalty, but they didn't call it. But whatever, it doesn't really matter at this point anymore. But let me look for it. Where is he, bro? Where are you? Kayo. Can't find you, brother. See, like he had zero create chance. But anyways, defensively though, he had one tackle, one clearance, three recoveries. So I think defensively he was pretty good. And I want to give all credit, especially and then Gabriel him. Starting out obviously get Gabriel. Gabriel stood out. I don't know how much he had, but he was great defensively today. Let's actually look at his stats real quick. Uh, he had one tackle, one block, 13 clearances, six headed clearances, and three recoveries. And then in ground duels, he won one, and in real duels, he won one. So he was out there, and I think he was probably the best defensive player. But all of Arsenal defensively, though, was great. They were compact. They were in that 4-2-4, really not leaving any space in the middle for PSG to penetrate. PSG had so much possession of the ball, bro. They had like let me see how much possession they had. They had in the first half. First half had 77% to 23% for Arsenal. But look at the expected goals. Arsenal had more expected goals at 0.34 to 2.6, and then they only had two. PSG only had six total shots, and only one of them being on target. So they were just. It was so narrow, so compact that PSG they had no idea what to do, bro. They were trying to figure out. They're like, I remember Vitinha was saying this on the post game. He was going lateral, trying to figure out. And I'm gonna get to that right now, but I'm gonna talk about Arsenal right now. They're trying lateral, trying to figure it out. And no, Arsenal was just so compact, so defensively sound that they just kept them out. And I get it, bro. I get it. Like I'm trying to figure out a way how to say it's like I get it. That it's boring to watch. But if I was an Arsenal fan, I wouldn't give a fuck, bro. Like, and if we won, like we lost, right? But if we ended up winning, I wouldn't give a fuck because like this is what we gotta do to win. And if they went head on head with PSG, they're gonna tie. People were like, "Oh, Arsenal has the no, they don't, bro." Kai Havertz and Trossard, them boys are not as good attackers. Or Yorkers is not a thing, bro. Now, in my opinion, they are not as good. Yeah, but Kai Osaka has talent, obviously. But if they were to go straight up with PSG, they ain't losing that match, bro. As you saw from the second, PSG almost got them clearly, but they're not doing it. So I get why Arsenal played like this. They got their goal, they tried to defend, and it almost worked out until the second half. Second half, Vitinha was saying that Luis Enrique told him kept pushing on, kept pushing on. I also said that on my live thing that I was like, they just need to get a goal, bro. They after the first goal, Arsenal was obviously defending really hard, but and PSG had a few chances, and after that, it kind of like stagnated off because they were getting discouraged. But I was saying, don't discourage, bro. Keep going, keep going. The first goal is gonna be the hardest goal to get. If we get that goal, PSG's gonna go through. They're gonna get, and the goals are gonna keep coming. Right? It didn't exactly happen that way, but in the second half, they kept attacking. They kept attacking. 74%. They had 12 shots, 2 on target. And at the 65th minute, right, Dembele, but not Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, he gets knocked by Mosquera. Let me see if I can try to find that on Instagram. Oh damn, to show y'all. If oh yeah, it's right here. I mean that's a clear penalty for me. I don't know what everybody else gonna say. That's a clear penalty for me, bro. Like I don't know. I don't know what else you want to see, but that's a penalty. That's a penalty 100%, and I think everyone agrees with that. So then who scores it? Dembele scores it on his left foot, 1-1. Game's even, game's going, and they attack and attack and attack. And I think people brought out like Vitinha as player of the match. And don't get me wrong, I think Vitinha's probably the best midfielder in the world at the moment. But like, I don't think he played. People were saying like today he played a spectacular game. I don't think he played like a very spectacular game in my opinion. Like it was good. He had a good game. He had the most passes and everything, but it was just lateral to lateral. Like, he had the most touches. He had most. He was most lateral. He had most touches, most passes. I think he had like 157 accurate passes, which is like great, for him and stuff. Like let me see. He had he had 141 accurate passes, and he had 3 chances created at 150, bro. He had 162 touches, 4 out of 7 long bolts, and passes into the final 30 at 13. So I think he was good today, but it just wasn't. I don't think it was like spectacular. People were talking about like probably player of the match for me is probably gonna be able to be honest. Like all around, like maybe they had to choose the winner for PSG and it's him, but okay, I still think it was probably gonna be it. But and I love Vitinho, bro. But it was just because they were trying to find spaces, they're trying to break him down. They got frustrated and they were keep going to Vitinha, Vitinha. And like I was saying on the thing, I was like, they should go to Vitinha. I was like trying to find them even more. He probably should have had more touches this game because he's that good. He's gonna find something. But it was just hard. It was hard, and that's why I got to give credit to Arsenal. They defended really well, but it is what it is. So and then obviously we get the goal. We go into extra time. Extra time. They were so tired. They made 1,000 subs. PSG made 1,000 subs. She literally subbed off. God, well, I mean, we can still got to talk about the misses that Barcola. Barcola had like 2 missed chances on the counter. One, he touched a little bit, and then David Raya got the save, which I credit more David Raya than Barcola. And then the second one, he just completely missed it. People are hating on them. I mean, yeah, that could have been the goals. It could have been the deciding factors, and most of them messed up. But I mean, they ended up winning the game, so it's not going to be as much as it was. But hey, Barcola, he got that, bro. He got that. So I ain't even hating. But then extra time was saying they got super slow. Uh, they were just waiting for their 1,000 subs. I remember Luis Enrique subbed off Kvaratskhelia. He subbed off. Let me look at the rest. I'm gonna look at all the subs he had. Well, he also subbed out Dembele, but supposedly he was injured. And then Fabian. So he mostly just kept Due on for most of it, and he played like 120 minutes, bro. He was going off, but yeah, bro, like it's subbed out guys because they were tired, and after time, extra time, it looked like no one was really trying. They were just trying to make it to penalties. Penalties. Go look at my stream, bro. I called the first three. I said, as he's gonna miss this, he missed, and I was like, no, gonna miss two, and he missed. I was like, that's crazy. I called him. Go look him out. But end of the day, PSG won, and I wouldn't say it was like deserving, but they just kept fighting and just kept pushing it through. And when that penalty hit, that saved him. And that was Mosquera's fault, no cap. But low key, bro, I know people. That's just my main takeaway from here is Arsenal defended their ass off. And I know it's boring for people to watch. They hate this guy right here. And they hate this team. And I get it. I don't like Arsenal either. Their fan base irritate, even though they put a lot of life in football. But they're annoying. I get it. The team's annoying. They swear they're so good. I get it. But they almost pulled this off against PSG, bro. We seen how PSG can score. They kept them only to one goal, and it was a penalty. They completely took them off. They only had 2 shots on target the whole game. Like, I'm pretty sure, bro. 4 shots on target the whole game. That's it. Like, bro, so Arsenal defended their off. That 4-2-4 was cooking. They couldn't find anything, bro. Vitinha was going lateral. He couldn't find anything. So I feel bad for them, low key, actually. Even though I don't like Arsenal, I feel bad for them. And people again hating on the style. If it was your team, you wouldn't give a fuck. You would be like, whatever. It's do what we do. Real Madrid did this, bro. We do this all the time, bro. In the finals, we just sit back and defend. Let's go. This is what it is, and it is a boring thing to watch if you're neutral. But if you're the fan, bro, and it's your team, don't give a fuck. You just want to win. So that's my main takeaway from this post game match. But congrats to PSG. They go back to back now, which I mean sucks, but like they're going trying to be in history as the team like us and Bayern. We went three-peats. Let's see if they do the three-peat this upcoming year. If they do, they'll be in the top with us. They'll be in the top discussion with us, the best teams ever to play. We'll see though. We'll see. But what else they got on Instagram? They got like David Ryan crying or whatever. They got him lifting up the trophy. Oh, I forgot about talk about them too. I want to give credit to Nuno Mendes and Hakimi, bro. Them boys have been injured for a while. I think Hakimi's been injured since the Bayern game, and Nuno has been out for I forgot how long. But these are the first 2 games back, and these boys played almost the whole game. I think they played I know Hakimi for sure played the whole game. I don't know if what's his name if Nuno played the whole game. Let me check. Yeah, both of them, bro. Both of them played the whole game. Yeah, and they barely come back from injuries and both played the whole game. So shout out to them. But I'm telling y'all, they were kind of neutralized at times, bro. Like Nuno got frustrated at one point and he like shoved Saka because they couldn't get anything, bro. And I know, I'm repeating myself, bro, but the Arsenal defended their ass off, bro. They defended outstandingly well, and it just didn't pay off for them. People be like, oh, it's karma for parking the but bro, it's been a tactic since the dawn of time, bro. Arsenal didn't invent this. This has been a thing since God knows when. It's like since football started, it's been a thing, bro. But and I get from both poles, like it's boring to watch. But again, and this is something that fans need to understand. This is where objectivity comes in. It's probably where my point of view as a journalist or professional journalist trying to be that. You have to be objective and look at it if I'm trying to win the game. I'm not trying to please you, the fan. I don't give a fuck about what you think. I gotta go win the game. And if this was your team, and this is how you know you're going to win, because if you go face to face with them, you're not going to beat PSG. But if you defend at the pace, at the level that they defended, and you have a chance to win, you don't care. You're like, we're going to try to win. And you just got to remember that. And that's what I'm going to leave y'all with. So see y'all for the next one. I think I'm going to drop this one in the reaction. And then also check out I'm gonna do the finals. I'm gonna do some, but I'm gonna do a watch along. I got kicked off from my stream because I did play bad. But anyway, I'm gonna do in finals. I'm gonna do watch alongs, but I'm not gonna have the stream on it. I try to do it on this one just to check it out, but I kind of knew I was gonna get violent. But yeah, it is what it is, and we'll see you on the next one. And my boy Scout. But check out for the rest of the stuff. See y'all.